Good evening once again. Brian Bolton, Jay Davis, bringing you some Texas high school football right here, home of the defending state champs, the Pleasant Grove Hawks. We're here live with Texarkana Game Day, your number one source for Texarkana, Arkansas, and Texas and the surrounding area high school athletics. Like I said, live here at Hawk Field, home of the defending state champs, and we've got one of the Hawks' number one fans with us, Mr. Jay Davis. Jay, what's going on this afternoon?
Man, we got beautiful weather. It's a little windy. Looks like the wind is actually blowing towards the center field fence, so there may be some long balls seen tonight.
That's right. And so we're making our second time around the calendar, I guess is what you say, in baseball. And so we're making our second time around here in district play. District 15-4A, the Pleasant Grove Hawks lead the district. First place with a record of 5-0. They're 12-5 for their overall record for the season. And today, the Pittsburg Pirates coming back to town. They've played them once already this year. They're 4-1 in district play. Their only loss, that's right, the Pleasant Grove Hawks. And so today, the matchup again, deciding first and second place, where 5-0 meets 4-1. And Blake Jennings, the ace for the Hawks, is going to be on the mound for the Hawks tonight. So to start off the game for the Pittsburg Pirates, number 6, B.B. Bolton. First fastball to him is going to be low and outside for ball number 1.
Brian, I do have an insider at the Lady Hawks soccer game, and they are still in the playoffs, and with about 21 minutes left in the first half, they are tied at 1 in the area playoffs.
We'll do our best to keep you updated on that score throughout the ball game. Here's a fastball right down the middle for strike number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Bolton. Your game tonight's being brought to you by State Bank, your local bank for all of your personal and business banking needs. Visit statebankofdcab.com or stop by any of their locations. State Bank, your family, your bank. So that one's going to be outside for ball number 3, and quickly the batter is ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Jennings, a fastball. It's outside and it's low, and so a leadoff walk for the Pirates. B.B. Bolton will head down to second base.
Number 5, third baseman, Price.
Yeah, to many, it's not a surprise that Pittsburgh is going to be at the top of the district this year. They're bringing back 7 starters from last year.
Yeah, and the Hawks, they're struggling with certain starters around their lineup. I believe, what are they returning, 4 starters this year? Was that correct?
I believe it's 4 starters, but they've got some pitchers returning from last year's team that will definitely be able to give them some depth once they get into the playoffs.
So the leadoff hitter, B.B. Bolton, stands on first base after he was walked. Number 5, Ty Price. He's up to the plate now. First pitch to him is a ball. Second pitch is going to be swung on and fouled to the backstop. The runner did go, but that'll be a foul ball, and he'll head back to first base. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Price. Jennings on the mound. Josh Brown behind the plate for the Hawks tonight. J.M. Long at third base. Brenton Clark at short. The freshman Jarrett Halter at second base again tonight. And Traveler Couch will start off at first base for the Hawks. The 1-1 pitch from Jennings to the plate. It's a breaking ball. It's going to be up the middle. Clark will flip it to Jarrett Halter at first base. And the Hawks will turn a double play for the first 2 outs of the ball game. A 6-4-3 double play. Nice looking job there. Brenton Clark flipped it over to Jarrett Halter and across the diamond to Traveler Couch for the first 2 outs of the ball game.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a confidence builder for Jennings, getting that lead walk off the bases. 2 outs.
Jax Ramsey, he's the first baseman for the Pirates tonight. He'll step up to the plate, and he'll take the first one knee high for strike number 1. Jennings, another fastball. It's grounded over to second base. Halter will pick it up and over to first for the third out. And so no runs scored, no men left on. And the Hawks are coming to bat, but not after these messages from our sponsors right here on Texarkana Game Day. Are you ready? It's time for some Texarkana Game Day baseball. Fastball on the outside corner. He rings him up just like that. 3 up and 3 down. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. If you're looking for good baseball, Texarkana's the place to be. Brenton Clark, first pitch fastball. He'll drive it out to the Red River Lumber sign all the way to the wall, and Clark will lead off the ball game for the Hawks with a stand-up double. So a nice job by the Hawks jumping on the very first pitch that they see and driving it all the way out to the wall, and it actually hit up against the Red River Lumber sign, one of our great sponsors here at Texarkana Game Day.
Yeah, Brenton driving that first pitch definitely is going to be a good sign for Pleasant Grove tonight, I believe. The wind is just picking up even more.
Yeah, I switched my mic around thinking that was going to be better, and I don't think it was. And so that pitch is going to be high and get away from the catcher. He's going to trot back there and get that, but Clark will advance over to third. And so the leadoff man for the Hawks quickly around to third base. John Cummings on the mound for the Pirates. Dalton Hall behind the plate. That's going to bring up number 28, Brock Bearden. He's a senior. Next pitch to him, going to be same location, same result. 2 balls and no strikes to Bearden. Like Jay mentioned before the games, even the flagpoles are moving. The wind's blowing so hard here. We've got a 15-mile-an-hour wind. Looks like we've got some trash blowing onto the field, and so we'll have a stoppage in play. But if someone gets a ball just high into the outfield, it's going to carry a long, long way with that wind right here. I think Morgan Smith may could even hit one out on this wind today. So that one not going to be deep enough out in the field to carry over the fence, but it'll be caught for out number 1, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, junior J.M. Long.
And had the wind not been blowing like it is, that ball would have been fouled out of play.
Yep, that ball was blown right back into foul territory, but over the screen there. And a nice catch by Dalton Hall there for out number 1. Brenton Clark, again, a leadoff double and a stolen base over to third base. J.M. Long will foul that one off to the backstop. Almost caught Traveler Couch on the foot as he's over in the on-deck circle. A 1-1 count to J.M. Long. We're still scoreless here in the ball game with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. That one, a knee-high fastball. Going to be fouled to the backstop for strike number 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to J.M. Long. Here's a pitch to J.M. Long. It's a breaking ball, and it's going to hit him right in the back, and he's going to head down to first base. The bottom of the first innings being brought to you tonight by Phone Pros. For 7 years running, they've been voted best phone repair business in Texarkana. You got a cracked screen or a battery problem? Head on over to Phone Pros at 4116 Gibson Lane in Texarkana and let the pros take a look. So a runner on first and third for the Hawks. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Would not be surprised to see J.M. Long, who stands on first base, take off here for second base. This one's going to be fouled over to the Lady Hawks softball field. Going to even up our count. 1 ball and 1 strike to first baseman Traveler Couch.
Yeah, this Pleasant Grove offense has been pretty electric so far this year. They're actually averaging 12.8 runs per game.
That's a lot of runs in baseball. This one's going to be spiked into the dirt all the way to the backstop, and Brenton Clark will come in and score the first run of the ball game for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. J.M. Long will advance over to second base. If you're watching from home via Facebook, YouTube, or on the Texarkana Game Day app, we appreciate you for tuning in each and every night as we bring you local high school athletic events. If you're watching at home, comment in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from. We love to see where everyone is tuning in from. Next pitch to Traveler Couch going to be low for ball number 2. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, don't forget you can tune in through the Texarkana Game Day app. It's free. Go over to the App Store and download the new and free Texarkana Game Day app. Traveler Couch is going to pop this one up into the air. It's blowing around, and it actually blew back into fair territory. And if dropped, that would have been a fair ball. So a little snooze there by Traveler Couch. He thought it was going to be a foul ball all the way, and he was still standing in the box. But nonetheless, it was caught for the second out of the ball game. J.M. Long on second base. Alex Galvin.
He appeared like he was going to come around third, and I think he might have made it a very, very close play.
And so Dalton Hall, not a lot of hustle back to get the baseball there, and J.M. Long thought about coming from third base home, but he did not. But he stands on third base. Second one going to be right at the knees for strike number 1. Going to even up our count. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Hawks lead 1-0 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. There's a big swing and a miss. A low off-speed pitch from John Cummings. Going to get in there for the second strike to Galvin. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a breaking ball, going to be fouled over the third base dugout. Our count will stay 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball. It's a little high for ball number 2. Going to even up our count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to senior Alex Galvin. J.M. Long awaits on third base. Here's a pitch right down the pipe, and it's going to be fouled to the backstop. Designated hitter Cade Martin awaits on deck. Blake Jennings in the hole. Here's a breaking ball going to be swung and popped out into the outfield. Jacob Graham gets under it, and he'll make the catch for the third out. And so one hit, one man left on, but one run scores. The Hawks are headed to the second inning with a one-run lead. We'll be right back here on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back to Hawk Field, where your Pleasant Grove Hawks lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the second inning. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital. With their experienced physicians and great personal care, Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital is your superior choice for minor and major emergency needs. Stop by and see Dr. Young and his staff, or give them a call at 903-838-8000. Real care, real convenience, real capabilities. And so quickly, Blake Jennings gets ahead in the count against Christian Bates.
Yeah, that last pitch was a curveball, and it looked like it fell directly off the table.
Christian Bates, the DH tonight. Blake Jennings on the mound. Here's a breaking ball going to be on the ground over to Clark. Clark scoops it up and across the diamond for out number one. So a nice showing so far by PG's infield so far this game. 3 ground balls, 3 outs. And so nothing getting by them, at least to this point in the ball game. Going to bring up the pitcher, number 7, John Cummings.
Yeah, Coach Rogers for the Pirates pulled his team together before they even came off the field last inning, and gave them a little pep talk to stay focused and hustle.
Fastball going to be swung on and out to the outfield. Cade McFadden is going to drift over and make easy work of that fly ball for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 down for the Hawks here in the top of the second inning. They lead 1-0 over the second place Pittsburg Pirates. Again, Pittsburgh 4-1 in District 15-4A. Pleasant Grove still undefeated, 5-0. They've got their ace on the mound tonight, and right now he is red hot.
When he's putting each of these hitters behind in most cases, and
a nice breaking ball there, falls in there for strike number 1, going to even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
and he's had some great defensive infield play behind him.
Trey Wright tuning in to watch a little Hawk baseball tonight. We appreciate him all the way, miles and miles away, all the way over in Hope, Arkansas. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one belt high, going to be lifted out to center field. Brock Bearden is under it. He'll make the catch, so no runs scored, no men left on, and let's see, no hits. No hits still. A no-hitter for Blake Jennings through 2 innings. He's still on the mound, but the Hawks are coming to bat. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more of the Jay Davis Show right here on Texarkana Game Day.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation. Gas technician Jay Strick. And multiple specialty services.
Dollar home run.
Well, and that may be the quickest out of the ball game, as you heard right when we came back live. Jay Davis.
He was getting geared up. He was winding up.
He wanted $1 on it, so I'm $1 richer. But welcome back to Hawk Field, where there's one out here in the bottom of the second inning, and Jay Davis is losing all of his money.
Won't be the first time.
That was Cade Martin who grounded out. That's going to bring up Blake Jennings. He's our pitcher tonight. He's going to take the first fastball just a little out of the zone for ball number 1.
I do have a soccer update. It is halftime, and Pleasant Grove is tied with Spring Hill. Spring Hill was able to get it tied up going into the half. Area playoffs.
So Jennings will swing at that one, and that'll be strike number 1. The 1-1 pitch to the plate, another fastball. It's right down the line, and this off of third base. Nobody's going to get it. So Jennings will be safe over to third, and he'll scramble back for his first hit of the ball game. Blake Jennings has been on base quite a bit here lately. Almost every time we see him at the plate, he finds a way to get on base, and so that's going to bring up number 3, Josh Brown, with Jarrett Halter awaiting on deck. And you're talking about dollars. It would probably be a pretty good bet if you bet on Jarrett Halter getting hit this game. He is a magnet for the baseball. And he's not a very big fella yet, just a freshman. And so you know it's bruising him up a little bit. The poor fella going home looking like he's been beat up. I know his dad feels real sorry for him. I bet his little brother put some bruises on him too.
Him being the youngest of them, yes, I would say so.
And so quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to catcher Josh Brown. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Jennings on first base. The 0-2 pitch, just an off-speed pitch. It gets past the catcher and to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Josh Brown.
Yeah, there's been a few pass balls so far. Just now in the bottom of the second. Could be the difference in the game.
Here's an off-speed pitch. Going to be picked up and thrown over to first base. And that's going to be a double play. So he's going to strike out at the plate. They threw it down to first base. The umpire called him out at the plate. They'll throw across and get Blake Jennings trying to advance. And so 1 hit, 1 man left on, and no runs will score for the Hawks. We're headed to the top of the third, where PG leads 1-0 over the visiting Pirates. We'll be right back.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Red River Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. and our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a Day One sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Welcome back to Hog Field, and the third inning is underway with that pitch right there, and it's in there for strike number one. The defending state champs, Pleasant Grove Hawks, they're leading 1-0 against the second place in 15-4A. The visiting Pittsburg Pirates. Brian Bolt and Jay Davis bringing you the ball game tonight on a windy Tuesday night here at Hawk Field.
Yeah, although behind by one, Pittsburgh has done a great job just keeping it as close as it is. I think they've only been allowing about 4 runs per game anyway.
This one on the ground over to Halter. He'll scoop it up and make easy work of that first ground ball here in the third inning. So as we spoke of the wind, it's blowing probably, I'd say, 15, gusting maybe a little more, and it's blowing directly out of the ballpark. So if you can hear it blowing on our microphones, it's a lot worse here at the ballpark. And if someone gets one out deep into the outfield, the wall says 360. I bet you if you hit one 340 tonight, you're going to get it over the wall.
Yes.
So this one going to be off the glove of Jennings. He almost snagged it up. Number 9, Drew Lawton. He hit one right back at Jennings. He almost made a heck of a play, but it rolls out into center field, and the first runner of the third inning will be on base for the Pirates. So Drew Lawton stands on first base. Jacob Graham, number 15. He plays left field for the Pirates. He'll step into the box. Jennings to the plate, a fastball. It's right down the middle for strike number one. The leadoff man, B.B. Bolton, awaits on deck.
I wonder if Josh may have a throw down to first.
That one going to be low for ball number one. So B.B. Bolton just called his shot. He said he's hitting it over the Flying Burger sign. He's pointing from the on-deck circle, and he said it's going right over the Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital sign. We appreciate them for being a sponsor. Texarkana Game Day. Traveler Couch trying to make a heck of a play down the first base line. Graham fouled one down the first base line, and Traveler Couch gave chase. That would have been one heck of a play if he could have made it, but just out of the reach of his glove. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the third inning. Blake Jennings, the ace for the Hawks this year, on the mound. Here's a fastball from him. It's high for ball number 2. Tonight's ball game being brought to you by Gregor Auto Group. If you're in the market for a new auto, give Gregor Auto Group a call. They're exceeding expectations from sales to service, or go view their wide selection at gregorauto.com. So that one going to bring us to a full count. The payoff pitch from Jennings. It's to the plate. It's in there. He rings him up and sits him down. The first strikeout for Blake Jennings in the ball game, and the Pleasant Grove Hawks fans finally come a little alive. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. Leadoff man B.B. Bolton steps up to the plate. So that one tried to check his swing, and that one's going to be hit back over toward his own dugout. But nonetheless, it goes in the scorebook as strike number 1. Jennings checks the runner to the plate. It's low for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bolton. Runner on first. Jennings checks the runner. A breaking ball in the dirt. It was definitely not a strike, but it was a great pitch with a 1-1 count to Bolton. A nice breaking ball. Trying to get that ground ball up the middle is Jennings. Here's a fastball. It's right down the middle, the one that just rung the last batter up. And it's in there for strike number 2. So the count's even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jennings still on the mound. He's given up 1 hit, but no runs. Here's a fastball. It's swung on and it's missed. So 1 hit, 1 man left on, and still no score for the Pirates. Before we go to break, we want to say thanks to some of our sponsors. Each and every week, Commercial National Bank is our scoreboard sponsor, and we appreciate them so much for bringing our scoreboard to you each and every week. And so we're going to take a break, and we'll be back where the Hawks lead 1-0 right here at Hawk Field.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
In Arkansas, see Brian Bolt for a free insurance review.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the.
Welcome back to Hawk Field, where Jarrett Bieber is up to bat. He wears number 4 and plays second baseman for the Hawks.
You're just jealous of his hair. You're just jealous of his hair.
we're his hair and his walk-up song. Everybody knows who sings that song. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Halter.
I had a couple of the Pittsburgh fans screaming 3 up, 3 down, so that's what they're wanting to see.
Well, Pittsburgh, even though they've had a few mishaps in the ball game, they are still in there. The Hawks only lead by 1. But at the end of the game, Jay, that's all you need to be ahead by. So the Hawks trying to hang on to that 1-run lead.
And if I've got Jennings on the bump, I'll take a 1 run.
That's right. That's right. It only takes 1 to win. So Halter, he'll foul that one off of his foot. 2-2 count. Brenton Clark awaits on deck. Here's the pitch. It's down the middle. Halter's going to go down looking. The ball will go around the horn, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man, Brenton Clark, he's the shortstop for the Hawks. He'll be up to bat for the second time tonight. He led the ball game off with a stand-up double, and he might have another one. He's rounding first. He's headed to second. And the second time in a row, Brenton Clark hits it to the outfield wall. Can you tell where he's creeping to? He went from the Red River Lumber sign over to the Nuke sign, and next he's heading for the Texas state flag. So Brenton Clark having a heck of a game at the plate. Brock Bearden coming right behind him. So with one out, Clark, another, not just a double, Jay, but a stand-up double.
Second in a row, and he is only a sophomore.
So this one going to be fouled over toward the Lady Hawks softball field. Brian Bolt and Jay Lavert Davis on the call for you tonight. That one going to be in the dirt. No throw down to third base. Clark, he's got some speed on him. I don't think he was going to get him anyways. He's safe at third base, and so Brock Bearden got a runner in scoring position with a 1-1 count on him, one out. So all Brock Bearden has to do is hit it deep into the outfield, and that will score the run.
Yeah, Clark is very consistent. 2 stand-up doubles and 2 stolen bases on pass balls.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brock Bearden. He just needs to put this ball into play. A deep fly ball would score the run. Of course, a base hit. But if he can just get it out of the infield, it's going to score Brenton Clark. This one's going to be back to the pitcher. The pitcher can't get it, and that's going to be a slow enough roller that everybody's going to be safe. Safe at home, safe at first. And that is going to go down as a base hit. And so that was a slow roller right by the pitcher, John Cummings, and it just barely out of the reach of his glove. Huggins over at shortstop could not get there quick enough. So the Hawks extend their lead 2-0 with 1 out. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, going to bring up number 7, J.M. Long. He's a junior third baseman for the Hawks. Brock Bearden stands on first base. The 1-0 pitch to Long is going to be fouled out of play. That'll even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, I had Brock's mom send me some information on him, and the reason why he got that hit is he runs the 60-yard dash in 6.56 seconds.
It's pretty speedy, especially for a big kid like him, but that's one reason why he is playing out in center field. He has got some speed on him, and so if he could just get that bat hot, Brock Bearden is going to be a special, special baseball player. So another foul by J.M. Long, so he's in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cummins will step off the mound. So the 1-2 pitch going to be lifted high out into center field. B.B. Bolton, he gets under it. That wind's blowing it around, but that'll be easy work for Bolton. He'll make the catch for the second out, the bottom of the 3rd, and that will keep Brock Bearden at first base. And so 2 outs, a runner on first, and number 10, Traveler Couch, who is playing first base tonight for the Hawks, he will step up to bat. Bearden on first. This one's going to be up the middle. It's going to be scooped up by the shortstop, and he'll get over to second base for the 3rd out. So 2 hits, 1 run scored, and 1 man left on for the Hawks. But we're going to be back with more baseball action right after this here on Texarkana Game Day. Welcome back to Hawk Field, where your Pleasant Grove Hawks, defending state champs, lead 2-0 over the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates. Brian Bolt and Jay Davis here on this Tuesday evening, bringing you some Texarkana High School baseball. And so Blake Jennings on the mound for the Hawks again tonight. Ty Price at the plate for the Pirates. He hits one right up the middle. Jared Halter, he's over. Makes a nice stop, but just loses it on the transfer. And so a nice job there by Jared Halter. A nice play. And then he just loses it on the transfer, trying to get it over to first base to beat the runner, but a nice job by the freshman. So
yeah,
again,
I was surprised he even got to the ball.
Yeah, nice job right there by the freshman. He's got some long legs. He can cover some ground. A really good athlete. And like we said, just a freshman. And so as you can see on your commercial National Bank scoreboard, the Hawks do lead as we head into the top of the fourth inning, 2-0 over the Pirates. That's going to bring up number 11, Jax Ramsey.
And to give you an update on the soccer game, there's 27 minutes left. It is still tied 0-0, and soccer comes down to strategy. And Pleasant Grove is playing into the wind for the rest of this half, which is going to be tough on the Pleasant Grove Hawks as they try to defeat Spring Hill to stay in the playoffs.
There's a breaking ball for strike number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ramsey. No outs and a runner on first. Here in the top of the fourth inning. The 2-2 pitch to the plate. It's going to be fouled. And with that foul ball, I want to make sure that we mention to you that tonight's ball game is being brought to you by one of our sponsors, Texarkana Bank. Texarkana Bank is your hometown bank built on a solid foundation, weathering each and every storm for over 100 years. They're family-owned and locally operated and here to serve you and your family for 100 more. For all of your banking needs, visit Texarkana Bank. Texarkana Bank, here today, here tomorrow.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh runner had a great start, and when the ball was thrown to Clark, he was pulled off the base, and therefore not able to get the out and turn the double play, so both runners are safe.
Not sure if he tapped the back of the bag. That's what Coach Fincher is saying. He's wanting to argue that he touched the back of the bag, slid his foot across the back of the bag. But nonetheless, I can't see that far, so he's going to be safe at second base and safe at first. And so no outs. Runners on first and second. And Blake Jennings spikes one into the dirt. Both runners will advance. There will be no play. Coach Fincher definitely not happy with the last 2 pitches.
Pittsburgh now has the tying run on second.
Yeah, and just like that, even though the Hawks have played what we have seen to be a much better looking game, at least a prettier game than Pittsburgh tonight, they are still hanging in there. This one going to be fouled to the backstop. So 1 ball and 1 strike to number 16, Christian Bates. He is the designated hitter for the Pirates. The 1-1 pitch. It's going to hit him right on the arm, and the bases are going to be loaded. No outs here in the top of the fourth. Coach Fincher looks like he's going to head out to the mound. Let's see exactly what happens here. We're going to have a stoppage in play. No one went and retrieved the ball that hit the last batter. And so number 7, the pitcher John Cummings, he'll come up to bat now. A big situation for both teams. Bases jacked. And that ball, wow, that's got to hurt. So surely time's going to be called to let him get just a little bit of a breather. They try to pick off the runner at second base, and it hits him square in the chest. So, but he's okay, and we're back to play. No outs, bases loaded. Cummings at the plate. Time will be called by Cummings. Blake Jennings taking a little bit longer on the mound, making sure he's comfortable with the pitch. Here comes Jennings to the plate. It's a nice breaking ball. It fell right off the table. A swing and a miss for strike number one. And so a big, big, big pitch right there by Jennings. Here's the second pitch. It's another breaking ball. It's over to second base. It'll go to and they're going to be out at both. He flips it over to second base. Brenton Clark will throw it over to first base. So a 4-6-3 double play, but one run will score. So we've got a 2-1 ball game here in the top of the first. So the officials are going to talk to each other to see about him being off the base. At first base, they're going to say he was on, and so the officials stick with their call. I believe it was correct. I can't see the second base that well from where we're standing, but I can see first base. I think that he was on there, and so a good call by the officials. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. This one's going to be hit out into the outfield, and we talked about that speed just a minute ago, and Brock Bearden all the way across and makes the catch to keep another run from scoring. And so for right now, the Hawks will hold on to the lead. 1 man left on, 1 hit. The Hawks are coming to bat. They're still leading 2-1, and we'll have more baseball for you right here from Hawk Field.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Red River Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. And our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a Day One sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome back to Hawk Field, and with that pitch, we have entered the bottom half of the fourth inning, where this bottom half of the fourth inning is being brought to you by TXK Marketing. For all of your medium and small business marketing needs, call TXK Marketing in Texarkana at 903-824-3293. Some of our other wonderful sponsors tonight: Conterra, Browning Homes, Express Employment, Kelly Ashbrook State Farm, Sports Magic, Livewire, Red River Lumber, Phone Pros, TXK Marketing, Complete Computing Solutions, Commercial National Bank, our scoreboard sponsor, Texana Bank, Gregor Auto Group, Total Medical Supply, Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, State Bank. And you know what? If you're thirsty, go grab you an ice cold Dr. Pepper. We appreciate all of them for being our sponsors here on Texarkana Game Day. And you know what? I'd like to give a big shout out to our crew that is working so hard here every day to bring you Texarkana Game Day baseball. That one's going to be over to the shortstop, Huggins. He'll flip it across the diamond for out number 2. We've got multiple camera operators here. And we've got a producer here. We've got people running around everywhere with wires and cameras and sound equipment, so we appreciate them for making it possible for us to bring you Texarkana Game Day Baseball. Speaking of Texarkana Game Day Baseball, Jay, State Bank is a sponsor of Texarkana Game Day, and you know, if people are interested in becoming a sponsor, I guess tell them from the opposite side, from where we're standing now, how it feels to be a sponsor of Texarkana Game Day, how it feels to hear your business live on the air and know that you're making a difference and being able to bring these high school athletics to people that cannot maybe be at the games, or whether they're sick or they're out of town, or, you know, how does it feel from the other side as a sponsor?
Well, to be completely selfish, it's actually brought some business to State Bank in regard to mortgage loans. I know that we've even picked up some new deposit accounts as well. So, you know, as far as any of the funds that we're spending to support, you know, Game Day, I think that the community is behind those that support Game Day.
So that'll be the last out of the bottom of the fourth. But just to end it, speaking about sponsors, if you're interested in becoming a sponsor of Texarkana Game Day, just as Jay said, more than likely you're going to get your money back from other people, because people want to do business with people that support their community. So if you're interested in that, give TXK Marketing a call and ask them about their different sponsorship levels here at Texarkana Game Day. And so no runs, no hits, no men left on. We're headed to the top of the fifth. The Hawks lead 2-1 here at Hawk Field.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back to Texarkana Game Day, where Mr. Game Day himself just showed up, and he's got loaded nachos. You know what? We're gonna have Mr. Game Day join us ourselves. What's going on?
A lot, man.
How you enjoying this baseball weather?
I kind of like the wind, and feels good outside. Perfect night for a baseball game. Perfect night for nachos.
It's not hot. It's not cold. We've got a little wind. You know, usually when you got wind like this, you see multiple home runs. We haven't seen one so far tonight, but maybe we're in for a show this second half of the ball game. And so Blake Jennings, the ace for the Hawks, he's still on the mound. That one falls in there for strike number 2. Looks like this is Dalton Hall, number 3. So Morgan's going to pass the headset back over to the living legend himself, Jay Levert Davis. That'll be the first out of the inning. There popped up over to the Beebs himself, Mr. Jarrett Halter.
Yeah, with the wind blowing the way it was, he definitely took some extra steps back and actually came back to that ball.
Woo, so that one right there just fell right off the table. That was a nasty pitch by Jennings, number 9, Drew Lawton. He was fooled on that one. That's strike number 1. Here's the same pitch, the same result. Strike number 2. So the 0-2 pitch, the same exact pitch. And he's going to send him back to the dugout for out number 2. So 3 breaking balls in a row. Jay, you don't see that very often. 3 in a row, same exact placement, same exact pitch, same exact result. You know what? Instead of 3 in a row, let's do 4 in a row. How about that? If you're a betting man, what do you think is coming here?
If it's not broke,
Same exact pitch. Now that one fell just a little under the strike zone. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Jacob Graham. He's the 9-hole hitter. There it is again. He threw it 5 times in a row. He's got 4 strikes off of it. Why not? Throw it again. There it is again, and he's going to ring him up. 6 straight breaking balls, 2 strikeouts. And so no hits, no men left on, and 2 huge strikeouts by Blake Jennings. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. The Hawks coming to bat right here at Hawk Field.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back to Hawk Field, home of the defending state champs, your Pleasant Grove Hawks. Jared Halter, he comes up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning where the Hawks lead 2-1. Trying to hold on to that first place spot in District 15 4A.
And your Lady Hawks also lead 2-1. So they have put a ball in the goal with 11 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in their game.
That one in there for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Halter. Halter's been playing great over at second base. Like to see him come up with a big hit here to get on base to lead off this inning. That one's going to be pulled foul. But it'll be chalked up for strike number 2, and so, 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's an off-speed pitch going to be in the dirt for ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Halter. Halter, just a freshman, starting on the varsity team here for the Hawks. The 2-2 pitch to him. Going to be a fastball, and it's outside for ball number 3, and so a full count. We'll await the payoff pitch. John Cummins still on the mound for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled into the glove of the catcher. He actually dropped it, so he picked it up and touched Halter. That's going to take us back to the top of the lineup. Brenton Clark, he's got 2 stand-up doubles. Jay, here's your moment to speak. What are you calling here?
Well, I like how Cummings is pitching. I mean, he's had the Hawks basically on their heels all night long. I mean, the Hawks only have scored 2 runs, and he hasn't let anything get above what he can handle. And I mean, he's got a lot of confidence in his defense. I mean, he's just throwing pitches out there.
Well, I just meant strictly for Brenton Clark.
Oh, Brenton Clark. Oh, okay. You're wanting me to say he's going to hit a double into the serve pro.
No, I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know what you were calling here.
Oh, okay. I'm going to call a triple.
You calling a triple?
I think he's been
I think he's gonna hit one over the Texas flag. So let's see what happens. 1-1 pitch. He gets a hold of one, and it's not going to be a triple or a home run. Let's see if he tries to stretch it into his 3rd double. He wanted to. So 2 doubles and a single for Brenton Clark so far this game.
I was really wanting that to roll to the fence, so I'd be right.
Yep, he is on fire right now. So 1 out, Brenton Clark over on first base. Here's Brock Bearden, first pitch to him, a fastball low for ball number 1. Hawks still lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. John Cummings still on the mound for the Pirates. Here's one low for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Brock Bearden. He had a base hit his last at bat. Brock's got some speed on him. If he could put it into play, it's hard to get him out over at first base. He's going to swing and foul that one over the backstop for strike number 2.
Yeah, Brock's just a little early on some of those pitches out there.
So this one going to be in the dirt, and that will advance Brenton Clark over to second base.
That is his 3rd stolen base on pass balls tonight.
Again, tonight's broadcast being brought to you by State Bank, your local bank for all of your business and personal banking needs. Give State Bank a call or visit any of their various locations. Your bank, your family, your bank, State Bank.
I think that pitch was a little bit outside. Pittsburgh fans were wanting that call.
So he'll head on down. Brock Bearden will head on down to first base. Brenton Clark, he's already stolen second. And this one's going to be down, and Brenton Clark, nobody's going to catch him. He's got some speed. They may even wave Bearden around. He's going to stop him on third base. But, man, does Brenton Clark and Brock Bearden have some wheels on them. So Brenton Clark comes around from second base, and he will cross the plate for the 3rd run of the ball game for the Hawks. So Coach is going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher. And so while we have a break in action, we're going to take a break with you too. We're going to give some love to our sponsors. So we'll be back after this commercial where the Hawks lead 3-1 right here at Hawk Field.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
Welcome back to Hawk Field. Runners on second and third. The Hawks take a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Traveler Couch, he scorches one right over the Hawk dugout. Good thing that didn't go head level into there. Would have caused some chaos, but the flags are still waving. Old Glory out there whipping in the wind. 1 out. Traveler Couch. He grounds one to the shortstop. It's going to be picked up and over to third base, and he's going to be out. He's going to be out at third base. Called out, J.M. Long at third base on the throw.
You got to give it up to these umpires running these 2-man crew. I mean, I think they're doing a great job covering the territory that they can, but that was definitely a tough call made by the home plate umpire.
That's right. And so Traveler will advance to first base safely, but that will be the 2nd out. But nonetheless, another run will score for the Hawks. They lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Alex Galvin will have a big swing. The runner will go, and he'll be thrown out at second base, and so no men left on. 2 runs will score and 3 hits there in the inning for the Hawks. They're headed back out to the field. Ace Blake Jennings will head to the mound, but they're leading 4-1. We'll be right back.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back to Hawk Field. I am Brian Bolt along with Ronald Davis right here bringing you Hawk baseball on a beautiful Tuesday night. Ronald's hair is flipping in the wind, and we're getting ready for the top of the 6th inning where B.B. Bolton, the leadoff hitter for the Pirates, steps in the box. 7 in a row. Same breaking ball, same results. A nice job there by Blake Jennings. He's still on the mound. The Hawks lead 4-1. There's another breaking ball, but it falls just a little out of the strike zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. And so Jennings has held off of his fastball for over an inning now. There's the first fastball, and it's going to hit him in the box, and it's going to be
just a foul ball.
It's going to be chalked up as a foul ball.
Well, I do have an update from Steve Jones on the girls' soccer. They are now needing to get a goal to tie the game back up. Spring Hill's leading 3-2 with 6 minutes left in that soccer match.
We're rooting for the girls. Try to get one more in the goal so that they can tie that ball game up. Or I guess it is a match. Isn't that what you call them, soccer matches?
That works for me.
So a big strike out there for Jennings. That's going to bring up the 2-hole hitter, Ty Price. He's going to lift one way out into left field, but Alex Galvin will head back to the warning track and make a long, long out. Out number 2 of the inning. That's going to bring up number 11, Jax Ramsey.
Yeah, Price put a good stroke on that, but a little height on that ball.
We appreciate everyone for tuning in right here on Texarkana Game Day on this beautiful Tuesday night where we are bringing you defending state champs, the Pleasant Grove Hawks baseball. If you're tuning in, we will be live across town giving you some Leopard baseball on Friday. So if you're looking to watch high school baseball, we got it for you tonight and Friday. And if the Lord's willing, we'll give you more next week too. So a little chin music there from Jennings. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, Liberty Allo is playing Gilmer tonight. Don't have any results from that game yet.
A swing and a miss, and it'll go down to first base, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs scored, no hits, no errors, no anything. It's all about Blake Jennings right now. But they're headed to the plate, and we'll be back with more Hawk baseball right here. Your number 1 source, Texarkana Game Day.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Are you ready? It's time for some Texarkana game day baseball. Fastball on the outside corner. Welcome back to Hawk Field, where Alex Galvin steps up to the plate. First pitch he sees, he pops up. It's blowing around in the wind, and it's going to be down. It'll be an error, but he advances over to first base. And you want to know why? Because he is a mighty good man.
He is a mighty good man.
His walk-up song is, I guess it's called Mighty Good Man. I don't know what it is, but it's from the 90s, and it's a great song. Alex Galvin was not even alive when that song was hot and popping, but nonetheless, he's at first base. That's going to bring up number 24, the designated hitter, sophomore Cade Martin. He tries to lay down a bunt, and it will be fouled into his own batter's box. And that'll go on the scorebook as strike number 1.
I do have a final in the soccer game, and the Lady Hawks have ended their season tonight, but have definitely had a great year to be able to celebrate soccer, and definitely wish the girls that are seniors much success as they continue whatever they do after high school. But congratulations to the girls making it this far.
That is right, and so we appreciate getting our score update. And sad night for them, but a really, really good season for the Lady Hawks soccer team. And so tonight's baseball game being brought to you in part by one of our great sponsors, Browning Homes. Are you looking to build on your land or interested in a new custom home in a great local neighborhood? Browning Homes can help. They currently have homes available in the beautiful Mallard Pond subdivision. Give Kevin Browning a call at 903-793-1739 and start your adventure toward your dream home today with Browning Homes.
Yeah, his son is just an 8th grader and already has some interest from your Arkansas Razorbacks.
The Arkansas Razorbacks. And Martin will take that one off the old elbow, and he'll head down to first base. You know, I actually texted Kevin when, you know, all of that stuff was coming about, and he said it was pretty cool that Dave Van Horn spent some time, the head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks, the University of Arkansas Razorbacks. And so pretty cool when you have one of the top programs in the nation not only showing interest in your high school son, but showing interest in your 8th grade son.
Right.
And so that's a pretty big deal. And so we're going to have a stoppage in the action, going to have a runner come over for designated hitter Cade Martin. I believe that is, yes, number 1. That's Cade McFadden, the left fielder.
And Coach Van Horn actually spent some time here coaching the Texarkana College Bulldogs.
He sure did. He sure did. So he's got some connections to Texarkana. We've got a lot of kids from here that choose to go the right route over to the University of Arkansas. And so we love it when they put on that red and white and head up the hill.
Well, with the academic standards of Austin, it's tough to get in. It's tough to get in.
Yeah, I don't know if that's it. But nonetheless, no outs. A runner off first and second for the Hawks. Coming still on the mound for the Pirates. Blake Jennings tries to lay down a bunt there, and it'll roll foul for the first strike.
I mentioned earlier in our streaming efforts here that Pittsburgh has been giving up about 4 runs a game, and I have a feeling they're going to have to keep the Hawks at 4 if they're going to have a chance to pull this out in the last inning.
So the 1-1 pitch. Jennings tries to lay it down again, and he pops it over to the dugout. And so Jennings a little bit too far out on that front foot, just leaning and trying to get that bunt down. And so I assume here that coach will have him swinging away. I do not know how good of a bunter Jennings is. He may tell him to lay it down again, but nonetheless, he does try to lay it down. He pulls it back. And that'll be ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jennings. No outs. The Hawks lead 4-1. Runners on first and second. That is Galvin on second. Cade McFadden on first, both with very good speed. So a decent bunt here by Jennings. The play will probably be at first. He's swinging away this time. And he fouls one out into the parking lot. No glass breakage. That's good for all of the insurance companies. So the flag's still a waving out in center field. We have not seen anything deep out toward the wall in the ball game. Blake Jennings will turn around, almost spin out of the batter's box on that curveball, and it's going to fall in there for strike number 3. So Blake Jennings will be retired. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So that's going to bring up number 3, Josh Brown. He's the catcher for the Hawks. Runners on first and second, 1 out. First pitch to Brown's a fastball. It's low and inside for ball number 1.
Well, Josh put a ball in play against the Gilmer Buckeyes that in today's weather is going to be out of this park.
Second pitch to Brown is going to be high for ball number 2. A lot of signs being given over there by Coach Fincher. Not sure if he's going to try to lay the bunt down now or if that's a hit and run. And it is on the ground. 1 run's going to be waved around. Galvin's going to be waved all the way around to home. And the throw gets away from the catcher. And that will advance McFadden over to third base. And so McFadden comes all the way around from first to third. Galvin will go from second to home. And that's going to bring up one more time the Beebs. He's coming to the plate. Jarrett Halter, he's a freshman, and what a bigger situation right here than what, no pressure because you're heavily in charge of this ball game, 5-1 at the moment. But he's got runners in scoring position, 1 out. So Halter going to have the chance to get a couple RBIs here. The first pitch to Halter is going to be knee high for strike number 1.
One of the things that's going to be facing these Pittsburgh Pirates, whether Jarrett gets on or not, is the top of the order. Where you've got Brenton Clark, who has had a very hot night with the bat in his hand.
So Halter, a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to him. It's going to be outside for ball number 2. As we spoke about earlier, Halter, very, very good baseball player, just a freshman, so he's still going to grow. His brother was a nice-looking athlete. Once he grew a little bit, Halter, I thought he had that one down there. He fouls that one. So he tried to lay down the bunt. The count will go 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Halter with 1 out. Man on second and third.
Yeah, first baseman was definitely playing back.
This one going to get away from the catcher, and another run comes in. So that's going to be the 6th run of the ball game as Cade McFadden comes in from third base. Brown will advance over to third.
Pleasant Grove extends this lead. Pittsburgh definitely had a hard time getting runs on Jennings, and I would imagine that's what we'll see in this last inning as well.
And so 2 outs here, and we're going to have a new pitcher come into the ball game. We're going to take a break as they switch pitchers here. And so the Pirates make a pitching change, but we're back to the top of the lineup as Brenton Clark is coming to bat. The Hawks lead 6-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're headed for more baseball action right here at Hawk Field. We'll be back after these messages.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Red River Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. And our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a Day One sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome back to Hawk Field. Brian Bolt, along with Ronald Levert, Jason Davis here with you. The man of the hour. The wind is still whipping. If I had hair like Jay Davis, I'd let it whip in the wind too. Cam, not so much, but he's just trying to hold his hairpiece on over here as we're trying to get through this ball game. But nonetheless, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runs have been scored this inning so far by the Hawks. Got a runner on third, and the hottest man in the state of Texas, at least as far as his bat goes, Brenton Clark, is at the plate, so would not be surprised to see him get him another one, but he might not. Now this one's going to be tough work because this one is hit out into the outfield and almost dropped, but it's not. That's out number 3, and so 3 hits, 2 runs scored, and 1 man left on for the Hawks. They've got a commanding lead, 6-1, over the visiting Pittsburg Pirates. But we're headed to the 7th inning. Pittsburgh's got 3 outs to score 5 runs, or the Hawks are taking it home.
We are back for the last inning of this game, unless Pittsburgh is able to tie this up and then hold the Hawks. But Jennings on the mound as he continues this game, only giving up 1 hit and 1 run. First pitch is low for a ball. Designated hitter Christian Bates. Ball is fouled into the plate. Even the count 1-1. Where previous pitcher John Cummings is in the on deck circle. We have another foul ball to take the count to 1-2. Jennings still looking good. Probably see him finish this game out unless a couple runs get put on the board.
Did you say anything bad about me while I was gone?
Just a few things. And that's what we call a 5-hole error. So right through the legs of Traveler Couch, but I'm sure he'll be able to put that behind him and move on to the next play.
So, pardon me, I had to step away for just a few moments to make some dinner arrangements. Jay's got me hungry out here.
Still thinking we need a food sponsor during
I
the
know
game.
that's right. If anybody's out there listening and you want to be a part of this broadcast and you want to be our food sponsor, we'll probably make sure you get shouted out more than anybody. I don't know if we can say that. Not really. We'll make sure we shout you out a lot. Yeah. You just let us know before our broadcast on Friday. If you want to be a food sponsor, hey, it could even just be a mom and a dad listening at home. If you can get in there and cook some casseroles, hey, we're all for
Rice
it.
Krispies treats.
We're sweets. Oh, no doubt. Absolutely. We'll even come up with some little fancy slogan for you. There's a high fastball swung on for strike number 3. Be the first out here of the 7th inning, and so Pittsburgh down to their last 2 outs. Brenton Clark going to come up to the mound. I believe he's going to come in and pitch. Let's see what happens. Jay, tell me what he's saying.
I'm thinking that he's just telling them to keep the ball in front of them, focus.
Finish it out.
Got a 6-1 lead. No pressure here.
Finish it out. That's right. I saw him doing the crab claws. You know, that's one of those secret moves for coaches when you're telling some secrets and stuff. You're doing the crab claws.
I'm not sure what Pittsburgh has on their dugout right now, but I expected to see a pinch runner come in.
Don't know what's going on, but there's a pitch. It's belt high. It's strike number 1. And so a ground ball here should do it for the Hawks. They are very good at turning double plays, one of the best in 15-4A. There's one knee high for strike number 2. The fans from Pleasant Grove love it. The fans from Pittsburgh, not so much. So no balls and 2 strikes. Jennings, here it is. It's a fastball, but it's high for ball number 1. The DH, Christian Bates, stands on first.
You know who's been lonely all night long? That's J.M. Long.
Oh.
I don't think he's had a ball hit to him, has he?
I don't. I think he's had maybe a fly ball, but that's about it. There's a big swing and a miss, and that's out number 2. And so the Pirates down to their very last out of the ball game as they trail 6-1 here in the top of the 7th. This is going to be Dalton Hall who comes up to bat now. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve.
Yeah, Jennings continues to put in the work and lead these Hawk pitchers game in and game out. It's going to be interesting to see what he has for the remainder of this district season.
And so we saw Blake Jennings last game against, wasn't it Gilmer?
Mm-hmm.
And he went 6 1/3 inning, I believe, is what he did. Maybe 2/3. I believe it was 1/3. 6 1/3 inning. And then now we're seeing him go the complete game right here. And so 3 balls and no strikes, but he's got a place at first base for Dalton Hall. So this next pitch, not a big deal. Got number 13 coming up to bat. There's a pitch straight down the middle. He says no need in sending him to first base yet. We'll just see if we can strike him out. So 3 balls, 1 strike from Jennings. Here's the second one. It was close, but outside for ball number 4. And so that's going to bring up number 13. They're going to put him in the game. We apologize. We do not have a roster for them. Their coach did not get us a roster. And so we do not know who he is, but he is number 13. So 2 outs, a runner on first and second. Here's one belt high, strike number 1. 2 more strikes, and the Hawks are victorious. There's another one going to be off the foot, number 13. But nonetheless, it's strike number 2, so 1 strike left as Blake Jennings is going the distance for the Hawks tonight. So no balls, 2 strikes. Jennings to the plate. A breaking ball in the dirt. Not going to be swung on, so 1 ball now, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here at the top of the 7th inning, Jennings trying to finish the ball game for the Hawks. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Ball number 2. They're going to extend it at least 1 more pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jennings checks the runners to the plate. It's swung on. It's fouled to the backstop, and so not sure who number 13 is, but he's hanging on there, keeping the Pirates in the ball game.
Coach Fincher definitely has to be happy with Jennings on the mound, just giving up 1 run and the defense behind him.
Here's one that's going to be popped out into the outfield. Alex Galvin under it, and he'll make the catch, and that's your ball game, folks. 6-1. Your hometown Hawks win the ball game, and they head to 6-0 in District 15 4A and hold on to the number 1 spot in the district. And so we appreciate you for tuning in. Any farewell words for them, Jay?
No, just looking forward to this crosstown rivalry game on Friday.
Is that Friday? Is that who they're playing?
I believe so.
Okay. Is that what we're doing? No, it's not? Okay,
Is
I
it
just
not?
got word
Okay,
it's
I'm
not.
sorry.
It's coming up. I think it's next Tuesday.
Okay,
It
Tuesday.
is next
My bad.
Tuesday.
My bad.
So Jay's a week ahead. He's excited. But Crosstown Rivals, if you're tuning in right now, you'll want to tune in next Tuesday for sure. We've got LE and PG for round number 2. PG took the first one. Who's going to take round number 2? But tonight, PG takes the game 6-1 for the second time over the Pittsburg Pirates. And so for Brian Bolt and Jay Davis, we're going to call it a night. We appreciate you for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day. Make sure you go over and like the Texarkana Game Day Facebook page where you can see each and every game that we're going to be streaming. Until next time, go out and support your local high school athletes no matter what sport it is. If you're not going to go out and support them, watch them right here on Texarkana Game Day.